All right, it's the final day. We finally got all the equipment settled. This is a prototype product that we've been currently working on. This is a nutrient-based supplemental substrate. It provides stem plants with a ton more nutrients from the start. Here we have two deltas, a delta 120 and a delta 90, and also a delta mini over on the other side. What this does will create an even circular flow all around the tank. So you have the main filter, which is the 120, pumping out the most water and moving the water all the way from this end to that end of the tank. And the mini will boost it into this inflow right here. And then on top of that, we have a smaller filter, the Delta 90, providing extra flow just because the plants will enjoy the flow. And depending on what type of fish we decide to put in this tank, they will also enjoy the extra flow. But what this does is it will create a slightly higher flow for a planted tank, which is always a nice plus. We also installed two Titans,
as well as two of the UNS 60 Pro mounting kits, as well as our Pro regulator we set up under the tank to just provide CO2, getting blasted by these filters and dispersing evenly throughout the tank. We really chose to over-filter this tank, and it just helps oxygenate the roots of both the stems and the carpet. It'll cause them to grow a lot faster too. I know you mentioned fish, John. What did you have in mind for stocking this?
I think just because it's a classic planted tank that we did, cardinal tetras or some sort of rasbora, just a huge school of them will look really nice against the colorful backdrop that we have planned. Even in the corners, you can start to see some of the plants coming out, perking up, and it's gonna be really bright orange, red, and even with some yellow splashed in there. Let's just give a rundown on what's inside the stand. Like everybody else, our stand is still kind of messy right now, but as you can see, we have the two filters on one side.
And then on my side, we have our UNS Cylinder Pro, as well as our Pro dual stage regulator up top.
And one thing to note is you always want to have or try to have the CO2 on the opposite end of the flow so that the flow will disperse the CO2 evenly throughout the tank. It's not always necessary depending on your hardscape, but because of our hardscape layout, this will allow us to provide that even flow throughout the tank.
I'm super excited. I want to see these stems grow up past this Java fern so you kind of get that hit of color behind the greenery. I think that'll look super sick once it is grown out. The stems are already perking up nicely. They're aiming towards the Titans that we have mounted above the tank. So I have high hopes for this tank. I'm super excited to watch it grow.
We just want to say thank you for following along on this multi-day setup, and we hope you guys enjoyed the UNS system. It's what we call the Ultum Nature system, which is basically utilizing every aspect of UNS products when it comes to the tank, the substrate, the hardscape, the plants, and all the associated equipment that the plants will require throughout its lifespan. And yeah, drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Yeah. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching.